To avenge my wife, I took a nail gun and drove 3 nails into my handler's chest. If he didn't get them out within 5 minutes, he'd suffocate to death. I'd failed the job he assigned me, and now the client had put a hit on me. With nowhere left to run, I tracked down my handler, hoping he'd give up the client's name. My handler would rather die than say a word. I watched him collapse on the floor. I quickly grabbed a newspaper and spread it underneath him to keep the blood from staining the floor. All he had to do was give me the name, and I'd pull those nails out immediately. His face turned purple, and he lay motionless on the ground. As a professional assassin, this is just part of the job. Besides, I had other ways to find out the client's name. My handler's assistant huddled in the corner, her eyes filled with pleading.
I'll give you those names, but promise me you won't leave things looking the wrong way.
I hesitated for a moment, then walked over and cut through the zip ties, binding her wrists. I pushed a garbage bin into the office and stuffed my handler's body inside. Then I left the building with the assistant. Back at her apartment, she showed me complete backups of every job we'd ever done. Using the dates and file numbers she provided, I dug through the stack of documents until I found the client's name and all the information I needed on the hitman. Once I had what I came for, I stood up to leave. But there was one more thing I needed to do. With these lists in hand, it was time to begin my revenge plan. I found the hitman's address on the card. Through the window, I could see a few massive guys and a dog standing in the yard. This guy was connected to the mob. I parked the car nearby and mentally mapped out my plan for the night. I hit up a supermarket for supplies, then drove back and parked near his place to wait for the right moment. By nightfall, he was alone. I tossed some drug beef into the yard and waited patiently near the car for 20 minutes. When the time came, I slipped inside. The vicious guard dog was out cold, sleeping like the dead. I moved quietly through the house, searching for the hitman, but when I opened one of the bedroom doors, the lock triggered an alarm. That sound gave away my position. Despite my best efforts to stay silent, he came at me hard and fast. My gun went flying across the floor. We grappled with each other. He had the size advantage, and I was getting pushed back. But my hand-to-hand skills were sharper than his. We traded blows, neither of us willing to back down. I seized the opportunity to grab the gun off the ground. After I finished him, I tossed a Molotov cocktail into the house to make it look like an accident. With the hitman taken care of, it was time for the client. According to the address on the card, I headed to Chicago. The guy was a wealthy businessman, so tracking him down wasn't hard. I tailed him to a gym. While the cleaning crew wasn't looking, I lifted his access card. With that card, I could open any locker in the facility. I walked straight into the locker room, swiped the card, and opened the wealthy man's locker. I grabbed his company security card and used a machine to make a copy. With the cloned card, I moved through his office building. After passing through several security doors, I slipped into his office undetected. The moment he saw me, shock washed over his face. He clearly didn't recognize me. He probably thought I was just some 2-bit thief looking for cash. But when I pulled out the card with his name on it, he understood exactly why I was there. He told me that when he found out the job had failed, he wasn't angry. He paid the